Alright, it's Kitty Cat Alley with yet another weekly update. Look, wall is no longer boring. It has the world map up there. Woo! It was supposed to be a poster of the entire world, like all the flags of all the countries of the world, because I saw it at Walmart and I was like, oh, I have to have this! But they were all sold out. So is that, or a map of the United States, and I was like, decisions. Then I decided I should do, the whole world because I'm geography illiterate. If that's any sort of term. It's now a term to be geography illiterate right now. Because now I know how to find stuff in the world. And I can look at Spain anytime I want. Hi, Spain. Okay. So, I'm here to explain why there hasn't been an update for Italia Fairy Tales. And also to talk a little bit about what stories I am working on. Once again, like I said, the past two vlogs, yes, the chapter is done. Technically, 2 chapters are done, and I'm working on the fairy tale after that. Lian-kun, this is for you, darling. She wasn't able to beta it. If anybody says anything bad about that, I will block you. I don't know if I can do that, but I'll do something horrible. Maybe I'll send you, flames. She's my beta, and I love her. And Lian-kun, you need to calm down, darling. Writing fanfics is my hobby. I love this crap out of it, okay? I love writing fanfics. I'll probably write them until I'm 100 years old if I live that long. But it's still a hobby. I'm not going to get paid for this. This is for everybody to enjoy. And if y'all can't wait for a chapter because I want to give you the best I can possibly give you, then that's on you. I don't have to. And Leon doesn't need to either. She has school, and she has a real life to worry about. Everybody makes mistakes, and everybody procrastinates. It's serious. Everybody procrastinates at least once in their life. Hey, look, my cat. Hi, kitty. Anyway, so procrastination. I don't know if that's procrastination, but it's pretty close. And I procrastinated so much when I was in high school. I did even worse in college. I'm surprised I graduated with 2 BAs. I'm like, wait, I did what? I have to pull out the diploma every now and then and look at it. I did it? Really? Because I never did stuff. I told myself months beforehand, you need to write that paper, at least get started on the research now. And nah. I didn't start the research until a week before, if I was good. Sometimes I didn't do it till the day before I had to write the paper, so then I had to do the research and then write the paper, and it'd be an 8-page paper, and then I'd turn it in, and I had 2 finals on the same day, and I had to study for those 2. Oh, that hurt. So, Lian-kun and readers, it's not the end of the world that it hasn't been updated, because you know what? I can just do something else instead. I started on 7 Sins, which is a baby of mine that I've been wanting to write for a while, and I can also work on the next fairy tale, which I didn't tell you guys the fairy tale, I told you the parent. I'm working on the Femame Ice. Femamerica and Iceland. There, clarified it for you. So, I haven't worked on it since the last time I worked on it, but I did type it up, so it's now in a document. But I did write the chapter 7 Sins, which 7 pages of it had already been written, so I basically just ran through it and then added the last 3 pages. Most of the chapters shall be that length. They will be about 10 pages or so long. They should be 7 chapters, just like with Greatest Treasure, actually, because, there's 7 deadly sins, so there's going to be 7 chapters. I was thinking about doing one more chapter, to, tie it all in, but the last chapter actually is going to tie it in anyway, and I hate the number 8. So I'm sticking with 7. Yeah, it's weird. The kitty just doesn't like 8. I hate 8. I don't know why. So I'll be working on that. I actually have every chapter sin written out. It just kind of, bam, hit me while I was at work. Because I was writing in my head, wondering what each chapter is going to do, what the next chapter is going to happen in that chapter. And then I was like, oh, I better write down right now the order, and I got to, chapter 4, what each of them was going to be, and then I was like, okay, it's good, okay, so I thought about one chapter, then I ended up thinking about the next chapter, I was like, oh, well, now I have that done, and then I just kind of finished it from there, and I was like, okay. I remember when I first tried to, figure it out in my head what everything was going to happen, I could not fit the sins in every chapter. I was like, oh no, what sin is going to be this one? What order are they going going to be in, and it just kind of flowed today, and it was amazing. I love it when that happens. So I have all of it set out, and the first 3 chapters actually have a bit more blank space in them than I thought there was going to be. So if I'm thinking correctly, I end up being a lot more verbose than I think I'm going to be. But if it is as I think it's going to be, then I should have room for a lot more character development than what I was going to do, which I'm excited about. It's not going to be all smut. Yes, so Seven Sins is not the smutty story I was actually talking about in my last vlog that I was going to put up on AO3. And that was just going to be straight anime content for the anime. You know, I was actually thinking it'd be another pirate story because it's so easy putting Pirate Spain in that sort of situation. He's so much fun to play with. But, so anyway, I decided to do Seven Sins instead, and I put the Hetalia Harry Potter crossover on the back burner. I still have a little bit of it written out, but I didn't type any of it up. I just decided to do Seven Sins instead. Thanks to Iki-chan, who I talked to about it. She said go ahead and go for that one. And actually, I also wanted to do I think I also talked to Natchan about it. But I wanted to do a shout out to some of my old followers that came back for this story, and I'm really happy. I don't know if they saw the AN or if they've been interested in this vlog, but Night Iris and Joker the Matrix came back and followed. Night Iris actually left me a review. I was really sad that Joker didn't, because I love Joker. She's usually really hilarious. And, like, some of, like, our PMs end up being pretty funny. I love Joker. And she also has the coolest name ever, Joker. I mean, anybody else seen Flame of Recca? Because one of the best mangas ever. And Joker was my favorite character. Love the Joker. Also the Joker in Batman, you know. The Joker, I mean, come on. Anyway, so shout out to them. I need a reply to Night Iris, actually, because she left a really good review about how she was excited that it was going to be kind of religious-y, you know, that I was going to deal with the issue of God and homosexuality and how it works for them, because both of them are supposed to be really Catholic. I mean, most fan art with Antonio, he's got the cross. And in my story, he's not going to be really Catholic. It's really Lovino that's going to have the problems. But it's a concept I actually wanted to work on, because I read one. It was a one-shot, and it kind of talked a little bit like they were lying next to each other, and he saw the cross, and he remembered when he used to feel so guilty, and now he doesn't. And I was like, okay, well, that's great. Thank you for touching on that, but where's the development? How did he get over it? What did he go through? And that's what I want to do for this. So it might touch a few bad spots, I guess, for some people. And as you can tell, I'm not gay or man, so I like to joke that I'm a gay Asian man trapped in a white straight woman's body, but I'm not. I'm pretty much white straight girl, you know, except for when I joke about being Kit's wife. But I just felt like there could be so much more to the story if people really worked through it with the characters. And I decided, well, maybe I should do that. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to, so I was going to write it. And actually, I wanted to get a good way into it before I posted it up, because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not, or if I could even pull it off. But I was just like, screw it, let's just do it. I want to put this up. And that's all I have written right now. I don't even have the second chapter started. Like, I have the title. And that's about it. Wow, is it already 9 minutes? Okay, so I don't think there's anything else I want to talk about. Is there? Well, I guess leave comments below if anybody has any comments about the story that I'm working on now, Seven Sins. If anybody has any insight into this situation, if anybody's Catholic, you want to talk to me about that, because I'm going to have to talk to Catholic people about, you know, first of all, like Hail Marys and penances and what exactly is the... I'm probably going to Google a lot, but you can trust internet sources only so much. But I do have a friend who's Catholic, but I'll have to ask, you know, what's the church stance on it? How would they feel about it? I kind of have a vague idea how I want to end it, but it's burnable, basically. If I find an ending that makes more sense, then I will burn the one I have. Because it's not in stone at all. It's on paper. Not even on paper. It's in my brain. And I can change that if I... Well, I could change my mind if I want to. There's that. And so, we'll see. I'm hoping it'll have a happy ending. I want it to have a happy ending, because if it doesn't have a happy ending, it kind of gives a bad message about God and homosexuality, which is something I'm struggling with right now in my life. So I want it to have a happy ending. I was gonna text my pastor and actually talk about that with my pastor. But I guess I will be Googling and hopefully get some first-hand experience with some people who know about it. And I am open to everything except for flames, because nobody really wants flames. But I would love any sort of constructive criticism on the topic. And I'm open-minded. It's very hard to offend the kitty. Just letting you know. I laugh at myself all the time. Even laugh about my religion. I love my church, but I still like to make fun of it sometimes, because if you can't make fun of what you love, then what are you doing in it? You know, if you can't make fun of yourself, then you don't love yourself. That's how I feel. So, anyway, I guess that's the end of this vlog. I wonder if I did alright. Can we play back? Kitty out.